What is up, everybody, and welcome to FLW Videos. In today's episode, we have a very exciting topic to talk about, and it is all about the Torterra Community Day, so you can get out there and take complete advantage of this event. There are going to actually be a couple of new features that we haven't really seen related to this event, as well as an event overlap over from the Ultra bonus. We'll definitely be covering that, so we'll be talking about the event itself, and then getting into more of the specific strategies. Hopefully this video is helpful to you. If you do enjoy it, make sure to hit that like button and subscribe. But without further ado, let's go ahead and get into the video. So let's go ahead and dive into this. We are of course going to take a look at the event itself and then walk through all of the features. I will be giving some tips throughout this, and then I'll also have a section for after that. So let's go ahead and get into it. First things first, this event is going to be on Sunday from 11 a.m. to 2 p.m. within your local time zone. That is very important. We have seen that the past couple of community days, so that is continuing moving forward. Then when we take a look at the exclusive move, we are going to get Frenzy Plant. A little bit of a shock. It seems like every time I hold off on making this video just in case Niantic decides to do something completely different, but they are kind of sticking to the same setup amongst the starters. But there is something a little bit different that you will want to take note of. We haven't seen this in the past. Why are they doing it? I don't really know. Are they going to do it moving forward? We're just going to have to wait and see. But as you can see, we've got the during Community Day where we can evolve it to get that exclusive move, plus 2 hours after. So instead of you just getting the initial 3-hour event window and then having the single hour after the event to still be able to get yourself the exclusive move, it's actually going to be 2 hours in this case, giving you so much more time. If you want to get out there and just do as many trades as possible, you're going to have more time to do it. Of course, the bonuses will not be within those extra 2 hours, but you still can obtain that exclusive move. Thought that was interesting and just wanted to give the heads up, just in case you can't do it immediately after the 3-hour window, you still have 2 hours. When we take a look at the bonuses, we've got the increased spawns related to Turtwig, pretty standard. We've got the 3 times catch Stardust, so that's definitely one thing that people are very excited about. So you are going to want to use some star pieces throughout this event. It is going to take you a total of 6 star pieces if you plan on using them the entire time. So just keep that in mind. And then up next, we've got the 3-hour lures. So the 3-hour lures, it's not just the regular lure modules, it's also the additional lure modules. So if you have gone out and done the Jirachi quest, you've gotten yourself some of those extra special lure modules. You may want to throw one on there just for the heck of it, just to help out a lot of people. So just keep that in mind that you do have that at your disposal. And then of course you can take a look at the shiny previews. Let me know what you think about these shinies in the comment section. Which one do you like the most? Torterra, pretty much the same. I do think that Turtwig looks pretty cool. I do think Grotto looks pretty cool, but I would definitely want to know what you think about it in the comment section below. So I did mention briefly that there's actually going to be an event overlap. We also have the Ultra event going on for the week 2 that's going to be happening during the Turtwig Community Day. And there's really going to be 2 things that you probably need to focus on, and it's mostly going to center around the egg system. So you are still going to have that 2 times incubator effectiveness. You're not going to get any type of Stardust multiplier or anything like that. The catch Stardust is strictly catch Stardust. In this case, however, you are going to be able to cut the distance in half due to the incubators being twice as effective, and then you're also going to be able to hatch yourself those regional Pokemon from the 7-kilometer eggs, theoretically getting yourself some of those shiny variations. So this is going to be one of those situations where you may want to put a little bit more of an emphasis on hatching eggs throughout the event. Yes, it does extend before Community Day, after Community Day in this case, but I do think it does make a lot of sense to just do it while you are actually out. Community Day, in my opinion, is a time where people may play when they might not otherwise play. So just keep that in mind and maybe get yourself some incubators and stuff so you can take advantage of the incubator effectiveness event that's going on with the Ultra bonus week. So I said that I would talk a little bit about some tips, and I think the best way to do that is to just go ahead and give you the timeline of exactly what I plan to do throughout this event. So first things first, once you end up starting it out, the spawns are going to start immediately, right? So you need to make sure that you go ahead and have a star piece on while you're out catching, and just catch as many Pokemon as you possibly can. If you are in a short enough loop, what ends up happening is new spawns will not generate until every 30 minutes. And if you end up in a situation where you've got all of the Pokemon kind of caught around you, or at least an area that you plan on playing, and you're like, okay, well, I just got to kind of wait a little bit, this would be the time that I would go ahead and recommend to clear out your research stack or your research queue. By that time, hopefully you do have as close to 100 as you possibly can. If you are a little bit short, hey, whatever. But what that guarantees is that you get yourself guaranteed Stardust at that ×3 rate. That's the whole purpose in us holding off this research stack. And if you don't know about that method, I will definitely put a link in the description explaining exactly how to do that. I did post a separate video on my channel. But anyways, we're talking about just catching Pokemon, taking advantage of that Stardust. We also have the secondary situation where you can use incubators, and yes, you are not going to get any type of added Stardust bonus. At the same time, though, you are going to have that benefit to you, so I would recommend focusing a little bit more on hatching eggs throughout your entire community day. Maybe purchase a couple of incubators in that regard. And then finally, as you begin to wrap up the event, what I typically do is I take on that extra hour, or in this case, 2 hours, and dedicate it specifically to trading these different Pokemon, trying to get a lucky, and then of course keeping the most highest IV options available. In my personal opinion, as far as trading is concerned, you definitely want to have yourself those high levels, low IVs, trade them with some friends, try to re-roll it, get yourself that lucky variation in that way. So I typically just dedicate that time to that manner because it is going to be the only thing you can do in those additional 2 hours. You're not going to get any of the bonuses such as a Stardust. So I purposefully don't think it makes a lot of sense to trade during the 3 hours since it can be applied to those extra bonus 2 hours. Anyways, I want to know what you think about this in the comment section below. Are you excited about the Turtwig/Torterra Community Day? Let me know what your plans are in the comment section below, and I will see you next time. If you want to develop a deeper connection, I would highly recommend you to check out Patreon. We've got a lot of really cool things going on over there. Check out all of these supporters that we have. We are almost up to 100. We are also posting some special content, some behind the scenes work. And if that is the type of thing that interests you, I would highly recommend you to check it out.